Hi guys, my classroom story is from a few years ago now when I was teaching in year 3 at the time and was told that I was going to be moving to year 5. And within this cohort of children and within my class was going to be a child who had really struggled in the school, was consistently violent towards staff and other children, had real behaviour difficulties, had a diagnosis of ADHD, ASD, and had hardly spent any time in the classroom at all. It relied on a one-to-one TA for support, and I was told that the plan was to keep him in the classroom as we want him to be, but he wasn't used to that. So we started the year and he seemed quite settled. He did kind of a part-time timetable in the classroom, so he'd spend the morning in and then the afternoon out, and eventually we increased that. And I hardly saw any of the behaviours that I had seen around the school that other teachers had seen. And for me, the thing that really kind of made that possible was the fact that I was flexible for him. I allowed him to learn at his pace, and whilst my expectations were still high of him, they were obviously different than the other children in the class because of his needs. Eventually we got him to stop relying on that one-to-one TA, and he was allowed to be independent, and he filled up books worth of work, and he had never done that before. And at the end of the year, within the multi-academy trust that I was working in, we were allowed to nominate children for particular awards, and this multi-academy trust is a massive one. It's got schools all across the country, and I put him forward for most improved student of the year, and he won. And it was just the proudest moment I'd had as a teacher until that point. And even now I think I look back and think that's probably still my proudest moment as a teacher, is being there to facilitate that learning for him, a child who had such high needs, and he was allowed to develop and to blossom, and be individual, and I kind of look back on that and smile, and I think about that all the time. But that's kind of my proudest moment as a teacher, is that boy. And I haven't heard anything since. I've moved on to a new setting. I don't know how he's going now. I hope that he's doing well, and yeah, that's my classroom story.